Thank you very much.
We have to do some cooking, though, because this kitchen has really functioned really well. So we have Chef Eric Watson with Mezzaluna here with us this morning, and let's talk about it, because you know Chris and I need as much cooking help as we can get, right?
I've heard that, yeah. All right, so we have 10 minutes, I think, so we'll try to get through all this, but I'm not sure we can. So we're going to talk about fresh corn today. So behind me, where are we at here? So we have fresh corn, right? Corn on the cob, because we can get it in the grocery store now, right? So we'll talk about 3 different preparations. So first of all, behind me here, we have we're going to make elotes, all right? So I don't speak Spanish, so I brushed up a little bit before I came today, all right? So elotes here, and then we're going to make a different variation of this off the cob called esquites. Right? And then we'll make something non-Mexican, which is succotash. So everything today is fun to say and eat, I guess. So
words, once again, Christy and Chris can't pronounce, but let's get started anyway.
Well, we'll get these pans on the stove real quick. We've got bacon here. We'll come back to that in a second, so don't let me burn that.
Okay.
Here's another pan getting hot. We're going to multitask like a real chef does anyway.
All right.
So we'll start with the elotes here. I don't know if maybe Chris and I should switch spots, maybe.
Yep.
And right behind, I'm going to grab a few ingredients real quick. So, you know I don't like to cook healthy food, right? So elotes here. Here we have an ingredient that's ideal to cook on the grill, because you can kind of char the corn like this right here. And of course we leave a little handle intact, because in Mexico this is street food, right? So you can walk around and chow on a little corn just walking down the street. So what I did, since I don't have a grill inside, is I just took the corn, shucked it, put it in simmering water until it was just tender, and then I shocked it in ice cold water. That way I could heat it up later.
Okay.
So then I just got here, I oiled it, salt and peppered it, and I put it in the convection oven on broil, nice high heat, so I can kind of just char the outside a little bit. So.
All right, what are you putting on it then?
All right, so this, again, not health food here, but this is going to taste good, right? So this is actually a mixture of mayonnaise and a creme fraiche, or sour cream, whichever direction you want to go. Because most people don't make creme fraiche at home, so sour cream. So anyhow, if you want to brush this on, you can. Otherwise, just kind of move it around like so. Another way to do it is to kind of get a pan going and just kind of, just kind of smear the corn around. Kind of like you would smear butter. Right?
Roll it, yeah, roll it in all that butter.
Roll it around.
And so this is going to kind of give it, what kind of a taste to it?
Delicious. Really, really good.
Bam, that's
Fat.
it.
Great cooking term.
Yeah, it's going to add lots of fat, lots of good mouthfeel. So, all right, so we take this. We've got fresh lime over here. I'm kind of winging it a little bit here, okay? We're not going to cook the whole thing.
That's fine.
So, Christy,
there's 3 of us. 1, 2, 3.
That's right, perfect. There's some shredded cheese right there. And then the chili powder. It's actually smoked paprika today. Not chili powder. You can use chili powder, fresh chili powder. Today we're going to use smoked paprika.
Okay.
And then there's also cilantro, I think, right in the middle there. There we go.
Yep.
Give that a smell. Make sure it's cilantro.
Oh, yeah, that's cilantro. It's falling all over this brand new clean floor, too. The good thing it's an easy to clean floor. Christy'd already spelt on it.
So classically, you would use a cojita cheese or a Spanish cheese, which is a farmer's cheese, crumbly, kind of neutral in flavor. Today, we're just going to sub out Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
So fresh shredded Parmesan is key. Sprinkle a little bit of cilantro on top. If you're one of those folks who just hates cilantro, obviously skip this step.
Right. Whoops.
Chili powder or smoked paprika today. And there we go.
That's a beautiful color,
too. It's pretty tasty. It's not like a clean, easy thing to eat necessarily, but pretty delicious.
It looks fantastic.
All right.
Which one now? Which one is that again?
That's the elote.
Elote.
is elote.
Elote.
Gracias.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. My first time using this oven, so be patient with me here. We're going to make a succotash real quick, and then also, we're going to get this pan hot, and we'll make the non-cob version of the elotes, which is esquites, right? Also, I forgot to mention, you take these limes, you have a little pinch of lime over the top.
Just a little squirt.
Because obviously acidity helps bring out all those great flavors. So cool. All right, so ingredients for succotash right here, but we'll start on the other side real quick. We'll start making these esquites.
All right.
So again, nothing healthy. We're going to start with butter. Just got to get my pan hot here.
So some butter, and then you're going to cut these handles off, or keep the handles on, throw the corn in?
Basically, what we're going to do, we'll pretend like this is all hot here, okay?
Okay.
You may not eat this. But we'll take a little bit of shallot, and I'm kind of going a non-traditional route here just because, I mean, you can take the really traditional, authentic Mexican recipe and just kind of adapt it to your liking. So we're going to use shallots. You can throw garlic in there if you want. Kind of saute that around a little bit. And then we take corn, which we've already cut fresh, raw, fresh corn, cut it off the cob. Add that here. We're going to saute it. At really high intense heat is ideal, just so
Okay.
you can start to get some of that blistering, kind of like we did on the cob right here.
Okay.
You can throw, again, you can adapt the recipe a little bit. You can throw in like chili flakes or whole chilies and kind of toast them up a little bit.
Some jalapenos.
You could, yeah. I mean, I think definitely fresh jalapenos. I think ideally you go for like the dried chilies, but you can go any route you want to get some heat in there. Basically, char that up a little bit. Spoon it into a little dish. Ooh. Like so. All right. So this is, if Christy doesn't want to make a huge mess eating one of those, right? You
Right.
just go this route.
Right.
And then you just take all the same ingredients, spoon it on top. It's ready to go. Okay.
Right.
Beautiful.
Well, and like you said too, since everyone kind of likes different things, you could even have all the options out there for people. They could kind of
Little
build their own
esquites
little side dish.
buffet. Yeah, there you go.
For people who don't like cilantro, like me.
All right.
Is this a succotash buffet?
Yeah, succotash buffet, kind of like build your own succotash going on right here. So again, you want, I should have a little more heat in my pan here, but we'll kind of pretend a little bit, right?
I'm hearing it start.
Yeah, we got a little sizzle going.
One of them's starting to sizzle a little
It's
bit.
bacon, man. You can't
So,
throw bacon.
all right, so bacon, yeah, we rendered this down already, got it nice and crispy. We're gonna add, again, some onion or shallot. You can throw some garlic in there. We've got zucchini today. We've got red bell peppers. And again, every succotash recipe is slightly different. We typically have lima beans.
Okay.
Fresh is ideal, but it's Fargo. I can't always get my hands on fresh
Right.
beans around here. So we do have okra and some green peas in there. That'll give it a little nice color there. What am I forgetting here? So basically, at this point, we can add a little bit of garlic if we want.
I didn't see any tomatoes go in.
Tomato, yeah. It's a good thing you're here. So-
I caught it. I caught it.
All right, it's right in front of my face. I still forget.
That's fine.
All right,
So, naive question. What's the origin of succotash?
it's southern United States. So
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
All right, so at this point, of course, we're going to salt and pepper it pretty generously.
Okay.
So it's got some overlapping similarities to, say, ratatouille, for example, but
Nice.
ratatouille is more braised or stewed. This is kind of a quick saute in and out of the
Right.
pan, pretty quick, season it. So like I said, some garlic, some salt and pepper. I brought some chicken stock, so once it gets hot, we'll deglaze the pan with chicken stock.
Okay.
And I'll keep cooking.
And that
these so
kind of
you can-
reduces down then?
Yep, gives it some
Okay.
intensity, glazes it.
I've been watching those
that
cooking
cooking
shows.
term.
Those cooking
Wow.
shows.
Bobby Flay coming through.
I told you. We got our own Fargo Bobby Flay here.
Holy cow.
Well, how much time do we have left?
We got some time to go on to one more.
All right, well, that's it, actually. So we're just going to
Oh.
keep cooking these here, actually.
So this one's starting to go now. So like you said, we want to wait till they're more.
Yep, give it some heat. I've finally got a little heat going here, so I'm going to just crank it up to full bore here. Like I said, I just want to make sure.
That it's all hot
There we go, one more.
before you
So
serve
I
it.
just want to make sure we start to get a little blistering on here. And some butter is always ideal. In order to get the proper heat, you probably want to mix 50-50 oil and butter just so you can get a high smoke point without burning anything.
Now, what about when cooking with oil? What if it starts to kind of splatter on you? What does that mean I'm doing wrong?
That means you're a bad cook. No,
Oh.
no, I'm just kidding. If it splatters on you,
I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you use too much oil and you throw something in it, it starts to kind
you
of.
shouldn't throw it in. That's the
Well,
problem.
I think I'm a
If you
chef,
just,
so
like,
I like to go bam,
Gently place it in. That's good. You only bam with seasonings. All right.
bam with seasoning. No throwing it in, I guess. And so I want to kind of dig into this, Chris Berg. How do you feel about taking a bite on TV?
I'm all for it.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Because again, this is going to be a side, right?
It can be. It can be a side. It can be a featured item. But obviously, it's ideal for a grilling party. So just
While she's chowing down, tell us some more about Mezzaluna, what's happening over at Rustica.
yeah. Well, Rustica, if you haven't been there yet, I know you haven't, so I'm giving you a hard time about it. But cool restaurant over in Moorhead, just across the river on Main there. So we've got $5 pizzas. If you haven't been there and you don't want to break the bank, just go get a $5 pizza for happy hour. That's 4 to 6, and then again at 9 o'clock. We're closed Sunday, Monday, so don't make that mistake. And then Mezzaluna, same thing. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, $8 happy hour over there. So we encourage you to test the waters with happy hour, then come back and spend all your money the next time.
For those of you that don't know as well, this is where the Philadelphia Eagles sort of inked the final deal with Carson Wentz. Was at Mezzaluna, right?
Yeah, I'm taking full credit for that.
credit.
Full credit, yep.
Remind me
Well
what was
done.
in this, because that on top of the corn, really, I mean, it was so good because the corn's already sweet and that added something.
Otherwise, it's just sweet corn. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is a mixture of mayonnaise and sour cream or creme fraiche. So that's where all the fat and mouth.
That is beautiful.
That was so good.
We also, one thing, we're going to add a little basil to the succotash as well, just that way.
Oh,
So the fresh herbs over here are going to bring out a lot of character in these dishes.
okay.
So,
Okay.
Have you ever had succotash?
I have not, no. So I'm hoping he continues to cook along here for us so
I
we
will.
can
I'll
try.
make sure you guys get to eat some of this before I take off. So.
Thank you. Mr. Watson, we
you,
appreciate it very, very much.